to try to push one more time?
I don't wanna.
Just man up, Buttercup.
We're getting ready to go fly for our first practice flight. Keys here. Stay calm, breathe, stay in control, calm, collected, and get some eyes on us from the ground, make sure everything is how we want it to be, and get a little bit familiar with the box. So, come on along as we go through this process together.
All right, suggestions for what I should work on?
Just make sure figure 1 is flown correctly. Everybody's been zeroing it this year because they keep going in the wrong direction.
Understood. Well, let's try figure 1 then. Let me get set up for that.
Okay? If you dive in towards me, you've got to lay out towards me.
Understood.
Once you commit to a direction, that's your direction, meaning if you dive in towards the judges, you'll be laying out towards the judges and plan everything according to that. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
A little long after. That's been consistent. Try to show more pitch. Wait, go. 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 That's your timing. And you just zeroed the figure.
Yeah, how the heck? All right, sweet. Glad I did it today.
Yep.
I know what I did.
Yeah, if you have to, I mean, with the winds today, I'd have entered from behind the judges and laid out the direction you did lay out.
Yeah, and I agree. I'm going to do that now.
Okay. I'm going to call your quarter roll and your push, okay?
Okay.
Go. Go. That's your timing.
I need to do this at the back of the box.
Yep. But that's okay, because you can just pull up. I'm going to call it again. Go. Go. Lay out. There you go, nice. And now you can just drive it to the back of the box if you have to. Even if you start early, this is just a safer thing. But I agree, starting at least half box would be better. Good.
And I'm done.
All right, sounds good. We'll talk about stuff on the ground.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to get sight picture at 800 feet. Yep, that's lower than I'm used to.
Well, that's it for practice day for right now. Charlie Sykes is going to go fly, but we're waiting for some rain to pass and Tomorrow starts the competition. Briefing's at 8 a.m. But today we learned a ton about the airplane. We learned a ton about what we were doing, how to fly it well. We're not perfect by any means, but we're here to learn. We're here to make these mistakes. We're here to figure this stuff out because we're on a progression. We want to win nationals. We don't want to win Warrenton, but we'd take Warrenton. Hey, it's Rob with Spread Aviation. If you're enjoying the show so far, make sure you hit that like, follow, and subscribe button. Also, check out our partner, cj.laroche.20 on Instagram. So, back to the show. Good morning from the Warrenton Airport at the Warrenton International Invitational Barbershop and Aerobatic Championships and Barbecue Eatery. I don't know what this contest has a long name, but there's a lot of great people here. Andrew Jabola is going to be starting for us. Adam Cope's running the show. We got Lee Hubner, Charlie Sykes competing. We got a bunch of first-time primary guys too, and some old veterans, new faces. Pete Muntean, that's his airplane right there. He's here, so we're going to get this thing kicked off. Have a good old time. Eric, say hi. There's Eric Anderson. So we're starting the morning off with Danger Zone. We're gonna get a copyright strike right away, first thing in the morning. That's all right. So yeah, some more flying to come. We'll get the briefing here in a little bit. Just getting camera set up, get the airplane taken care of. Check the oil already. Gas is fine. Got the tie downs mostly undone except for the tail. Got to undo that later, but should be a good day.
Yesterday had some issues, but nothing safety wise. So I think we're done with airplanes breaking for the contest.
I either hard zeroed 6 or I hard zeroed 7, 8, 9, and 10. It was a lot of fun. Worked my butt off. Wish it had gone better. Oh well. Well, we're getting ready for flight number 2. Flight number 1 was fun and exciting. We got music out here, so I'm trying not to get a copyright strike, but good times. And I hard zeroed one figure. Didn't hurt me too badly. I'm in 3rd place after the first flight, but honestly, I don't care about the positioning. It's more about getting some seat time, getting some time in the box, getting that experience, correcting for the wind, and trying to shape the figures how you want them shaped, how they should be shaped, and putting the airplane where you want. So I've had basically 2 days of getting confused in the airplane, trying to fix it, figure out where I am, and some great coaching from Mike Siliberti and Adam Cope, and great support from folks on the ground. So, you know, we're getting ready for round 2 here. I fly 2nd in the free, and we'll see how it goes. Nuts. I was reading a card and I read the wrong hammerhead. So I'm on the hammerhead where I have a push, and all I had to do was push, and I threw in a full roll. On here, you can see that there are two hammerheads, figure 9 and figure 12, and they are relatively close together on the sequence card. And so I did figure 9, which has the 2 of 8 up, nothing on the down, and a push out. And I did the hammer, pivot, overshot it, swung it back, read the card, and I look down at the card and I see a hammerhead with a full roll on the down, and I'm like, oh, full roll, here we go. Put the stick over, full roll, stop, wait, I know I'm supposed to push out. Oh crap, I'm going fast. Oh crap, I'm getting low. Shove. Ended the right direction, which is good, but that's a hard 0 on that figure. And more importantly, I was getting low. That's a problem. We do this sport, we do it as safely as we can. I had a ton of altitude, and it was because I started with a ton of altitude that I wasn't in danger at this point. However, it's a vertical downline. There is no place to go but up. There's no rolling, there's no turning, there's no nothing to do. It's just you have to make a 90 and you have to make it now. And I don't know what the G meter, what the G on the airplane was. Andrew's here, he's like, oh God. I don't know what the negative G on the airplane was, but it didn't hurt. And it was totally probably adrenaline filled. I pushed forward, stopped on level. I saw 900 on the altimeter, which I set at 100 low. So I was at 1,000 on a floor of 800, right? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I was 200 above the bottom of the box, but I actually had this thought process as I was in the 2 of 4 for the next figure and in the pull, that I made the judges line worried. And I know that they were staring at the sequence card and they saw an airplane do a full roll on a down line and then looked at the sequence card and said, there's no full roll on that down line, and then looked back up to see an airplane pushing for its life to come out the bottom of this thing, and that's not what we want to have happen in here. So I'm talking about it. It's embarrassing, but I just want everybody else to know, hey, we screw up. We have altitude to compensate for this, and so we're doing it as safely as we can to allow for these screw ups, and hopefully somebody out there can learn from my mistake and read the proper card or set the card up correctly so that you don't have two hammerheads interfering with each other. I'll need to move that, or now maybe I've learned the lesson, I don't know, but it's just an interesting thing that happened today. So all right, fly safe. Hi Mike. Did I scare you at any time?
Just that extra roll.
9.
I thought it was funny when you pulled over and I'm like, he's reading the card.
Hammerhead had that
You
full roll.
got down and went, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
You had a long line and it was like,
Yeah, you went, what am I supposed to do? And then like feet, 1,000 feet, 5, I said, oh shit, do something. Then he rolled, and then he pushed. I'm like, why'd you do that?
That was where I was supposed to push.
You were supposed to push, but yeah, that wasn't supposed to be.
Why did I do the
you came out in the right direction. I tried to get extra credit for you. Nobody would give
Right. You just added a roll. I mean, that's actually like.
Well, on my sequence card, which is different from your B's, the two hammers are like this. And so I was reading the card, and I looked and saw, oh, a hammer with a full roll on the down.
Right.
Boom. I said exactly that. He's reading the card.
Okay, and
Hey, Adam, can I say my thing on the primary guy?
you may say what you wish.
I tell this at our contest, and I'll tell this to you guys here because you might not hear it. When you go into a box and you fly any maneuver, that puts you in the top 400 pilots in the United States of America. There's only 400 people who do this in the United States of America. There's fewer of us who do this and play Major League Baseball, NBA basketball, NFL football. There's 300,000 or 400,000 pilots in the United States. By putting a plane in an unusual attitude right in front of the judges in a box makes you a top pilot. And even though you're primary, you're still the tops.
Eat up. We have lots of food. There's food for 50.
Don't be shy.
50 of us.
All right, it's the last day of the competition here. Got the unknowns up. Sportsman's gonna fly their The known, again, that's what they do. They don't get unknowns, but intermediate, advanced, unlimited are all going to have their unknowns to fly. And that's a sequence that you get no less than 12 hours in advance of flying it. You're not allowed to practice it, but you go up there just like everybody else. You go to fly it, and let the chips fall where they may. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be on the judges line to start, and then we're going flying in the afternoon.
All right, Rob, Chief Judge.
Chief Judge, it's Rob.
Why don't you bring that pretty airplane into our aerobatic box and have some fun?
Wow, you made my airplane blush. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Thank you, sir. There's an aircraft midfield downwind. That's the only person in the pattern.
I love this job.
Fine, you're off heading 90 degrees, but you should be able, there's no reason that you can't push the stick all the way to the stop and not keep it from snap rolling on you like that.